Hi Libra, welcome in to your weekly reading. All right, let's see what's going on here for you guys. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so I've decided to keep you as one of my weekly roster. I think I finally found a schedule. There's about only 4 signs that I'm just going to rotate bi-weekly, but you're going to be a weekly, and I'm going to post every Tuesday new videos for you guys. All right, so let's see what your situation is going into this third week of December. All right, situation for my Libras, please. Air Tuesday. So you and Aquarius every Tuesday. All right, let's see what's going on. Nine of Wands and the Emperor. So I have an Aries card at the bottom of the deck. Doesn't mean that you're dealing one. You could be Aries in your chart. You're going to discern the difference when I explain this card. This is somebody who creates empires. This is a boss. This is somebody who don't play games. I mean, they do. They have fun. Don't get me wrong. But they're serious. So you could be seeing somebody like this. This could be an authority in your life. This could be your father. This could be your person. But you have Nine of Wands on the table. Nine of Wands is telling me that you're emotionally guarded. If it's not you, then it's the other person. Guys, also discern that cards are energy. So if I'm not talking about you, then I'm talking about the crossing energy, which is the person you're involved with. So with that said, here are all these boundaries. Here are all these guards. And when you have all these emotional guards, nothing gets through. So this seems to be an issue between you and this person. And it's a problem. And I can see how it could turn into one, at least. Right now, it's a block. So let's continue and see what's going on here for you. What's coming towards my Libra, please? I actually have 2 Libras talking very loud in the next room. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh, speaking of Libra, well, you have the King of Swords, which is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. If you're new to my channel, I read you as my queens, whether you're male or female. The kings are the incoming energy, okay? This incoming energy that you're dealing with, of course, doesn't have to be an air sign, but they very much are indicative of those energies, meaning there's somebody very smart, very cerebral, very thoughtful, actually. They don't scream the I love yous from the rooftops. They're not overly emotional. They're never going to be mushy gushy. They're going to show you their love in different ways. Now, why they're here in your situation, we'll see. But I know that you're torn over a choice with this individual, whoever they are and whatever they are to you. Why am I saying that? Because I'm seeing the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And I know there's somebody from your recent past because there's a Six of Cups under there too. So this person is in the upright position telling me that they're available to you. They're not mean, they're not hostile. I don't see a breakup. I see this person as being fair, balanced, and honest. And I'm finding it interesting because right now you only have 2 cards on the table, but it's telling me a hell of a lot. You know, between the Two of Swords back here and these Wands and this person. Somebody here is emotionally blocked off. Let me see what you don't see coming, Libra. You have the Page of Wands in the cross position. Ooh, I think I'm understanding now a little bit more. And you have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Oh my God. And you have the Temperance and the Ace of Swords. You have some really nice cards at the bottom of the deck, but I do see some kind of like yo-yo situation going on in your life. What do I mean? Well, with the Page of Wands in the cross position as what you don't see coming, you're not looking forward to the future. You're not excited about your steps ahead. It's like you're almost not even curious to, I don't know, look into a person or a situation. But I do see a passionate new beginning coming your way. I do. This is either a project or a person. And when we say passion, I mean physical. Burning hot for somebody, very attracted. You both are, since it's an ace, it's the opportunity, but you've got to do something with that fire. Um, can I have one more for what they don't see coming, please? The Empress in reverse. I feel the reason why you're like this and why you're hesitating to be excited about your future is because you have doubts about someone or something or even yourself. Please, of course, I want to hear your comments. I read everything, but don't start yelling at me. I have no doubts. Okay, I understand, but it could be your person. So I just want everybody to be discerning adults. It's something from your recent past or someone. So you do have some doubts here, and this is why you're hesitating. Let me see what your advice is for the week. There you are. Saw you before. Well, there's the Ace of Wands again. And now you have the Knight of Wands in your advice. This is about something casual. This is non committal. This is doing something going in and out. So typically we would say, okay, this is an affair, or this is you not committing to something or someone. And I do see this at the bottom of the deck. So, I mean, you're about to start a new chapter. So I don't know if your mind is in a place where you're constantly thinking about something serious. And of course, this could be the complete opposite, but if you're thinking of something very serious or you're taking someone or your situation constantly serious, this is the time that you need to kind of just work on you and not worry about the other person. It's saying you don't really need to commit right now. Others of you, it's saying you have to rush out and do some and speak from passion. The Eight of Pentacles talks about working towards a goal, a hobby, a person, a relationship, putting that effort into it. You need to work really hard on something. And I don't know if that's on you, where you got to work on yourself, your shadow side, or if you need to work on a relationship or at your job or at your craft. I don't know what it is, but that's what you got to do. Okay? Now's the time to have a little bit of fun. You don't have to commit to everything and anything or anyone. Mostly because you're meant to start a new chapter in your life. And here it is. This is the new chapter. So, when we clarify, that will be very interesting. Sorry, guys, I needed to get a little bit of coffee into me. What is the outcome for the week, please? So far, you have the Fool. The Fool talks about taking a risk, a leap of faith. That means leaving something behind, something comfortable behind, someone you know, and just being on your own. You know, what maybe being single and being by yourself. That's the risk here. Maybe you're taking a risk for a new thing. I don't know. We'll see when we clarify. But that's another Aries card, by the way. So, interestingly enough, let's start the before clarifications so we can get to the after. So tell us why, Spirit, for Libra, we have the Nine of Wands here. The reason you're guarded up, and it's probably you, is because you're healing. You're exhausted and you're tired by a current situation and you're healing. So now you have your boundaries up, and it very much has something to do with your past. All right, let's continue. Let's see what the after is saying. Libra, please. My little Libra nugget just closing the door now. Tell me, why is the Four? Thank you. The Nine of Wands. Right now you feel stuck, but you're hopeful and positive. I think this is why you have your boundaries. I mean, this is your current situation. Someone's going to come along, though, to help you out a bit. They're going to be like, what are you doing there? You're not stuck. It's just you haven't thought of an idea yet. You haven't come to terms with your choices and your options yet. You're not really stuck. We always have a choice. Always, Libra. And not making a choice sometimes is a choice. All right, so let's continue. So at least now we know why you're guarded and what's going on with you. So tell me about this King of Swords, please. So I guess in the recent past, you had to make a sacrifice. You were very much in your head about this individual, and I guess you became single, or you are single from this person that you're dealing with. But here you were arguing and battling, and if you weren't arguing and battling with them, you were arguing and battling with yourself in your head, going over something over and over again. And you're like, you know what? You win some, you lose some. So you were definitely in this place for me to be looking at this person. So at least now I understand what's going on. And over here you are single, and under that is the hopeful card. So give me the after for Libra, please. You must have had an ending or something that felt like a total betrayal. But this is what's holding you back in a way, right? The Ten of Swords. But look, they're pulling the corpse away. It's done. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's getting removed. And at the bottom of the deck, you're gonna take a risk no matter what. Because you might in some way you might feel like you don't have a choice. So tell me about this Empress in reverse and this this Page of Wands, please. Before. Ten of Pentacles. So, you were either married or you had a commitment or this, and when I say commitment, of course it could be your job and your career, because that's a lot of money also that I'm seeing there. So it was a nice tidy little package you had before. So this is you reflecting on that, and this is why you're having doubts about something or someone. And I don't know if you're comparing or contrasting, but it looks like you're still going ahead with your life. You're still moving forward. You're still trying to remain focused regardless of the positive and the negative. You should understand that also. I mean, this is a Cancer card too, but you are the driver of your own seat, Libra. The only person who could drive you crazy is the person you hand the keys over to. That's the person that can drive you nuts. You can remove yourself from the Chariot. The Chariot represents your life. And you could put another driver there. But why would you? And you can't have a good without a bad. This is why the Sphinxes are representing good versus bad, evil versus good, yin versus yang. They're contrasts. They're things that go on in our environment. But regardless of what happens, you can fall off the Chariot and then you sink into a deep hole and then you just kind of lose it all. Or you just keep going. Eventually you're going to stop. You're going to be in a good place. You're going to have a drink of water. You're going to calm yourself and you'll be like, you know what? This is my life. This is my path. This is my journey. This is where I belong. And you will find it. But you got to keep going. And I think that's what you're doing anyway, even though you're reflecting on what you might have had or what you do have, and you're comparing yourself to someone else or something else, or if they're doing that to you. But I do see you have doubts about the future ahead. So, or being excited about something. You have doubts. What else can I say? I can't read it any other way. After for Libra, please. You want to see some crazy shit? When you use two different decks, here's the before, here's the after. And the third deck is on the table. You know when cards start repeating themselves? Here's the Chariot. Here's from the other. Same position, same place. The Chariot. Want to see something cool? Before, your chariots, your sphinxes were sitting down. And you were taking your seat inside the Chariot. You were about to move forward with your life. Here's the after tarot. You're well seated in the Chariot. Your sphinxes are up. They're ready to move. So, this is what's happening to you. Before you were getting into go, now you're actually going. All right? And you want to see something else crazy? Ten of Pentacles with Ten of Pentacles. That's nuts. You're still moving forward and you're positive and hopeful. And I think that you're still going to be okay. I don't know why you have doubts. You're going to be okay. You really are. I don't know if somebody had an affair here and you need to work on your marriage or your commitment or something here at your job because something was hasty. It doesn't matter. You're about to start a new chapter, and Spirit's like, let it go, start that new chapter, regardless which camp you're in. All right. Others of you, it could be saying, right now things need to be casual because you are about to begin a new chapter. Depending on if you've left someone or you haven't. Yeah. Before, for that to be your advice, before somebody rushed in to communicate something to you with this Knight of Swords, you were holding on. Either your job and money or a person. Four of Pentacles. In a worshipping kind of way, or an obsessive kind of way, or in a codependent kind of way. But somebody rushes in to communicate something. It's like, as a matter of fact, A, B, C, D. And then this puts you in a place where now you've got to take action, right? And that's your action. Let's see after. Look, moreover, Libra, you have, I knew it. Moreover, you have two knights in your advice position. And here's the Fool again at the bottom of the deck. Knights represent messengers. So you really need to do some kind of messaging to somebody. And you really need to start a new chapter. And you really need to work on something, whether it's yourself, your marriage, your commitment, your job, your hobby, your career, your craft, whatever. All right? But here's what's going on after. After, you seem to be single and financially independent, okay? This is either texting somebody on an emotional level, an apology, receiving an apology, or just texting, hey, what's up? Here's the devil. The devil represents fear, the codependency that I just mentioned, the obsession that I just mentioned, being scared to be alone, being scared that you're never going to find anybody else, or just, you're dealing with somebody that's actually toxic, or your situation is friggin' toxic. I don't know if this person is texting you and you're debating them. I know one thing for sure in your advice is start a new chapter. And sometimes that does mean to be alone. All right. What is the Fool? And now I see it. I mean, I kind of do. I kind of feel like you might have been dealing with something toxic before, Libra, because in a way it's like, here's a text message. Hi, I think I need to be single and alone for a minute because I want to get rid of this toxic situation. I'm going to start a new chapter and I'm going to, go take care of me and fly away for a hot second. And that is my last word. Advice. Before, for Fool. Yeah, I see unrequited love back here, by the way. Before. This is why you're at the Fool. So I don't know if you had a serious commitment before and then you met somebody new right after and you're not certain of them, or if this is just you dealing with some commitment and betrayal that you recently suffered. It's a fact that you did. So I don't know if this person's trying to come back and you're debating it. Yeah, Temperance. You're restoring your inner peace, your inner balance. You're trying to rationalize and make something logical. That's why you have all these chariots. You're like, you know what? I mentally prepared myself to get into that chariot. I got the fuck in and I started moving forward. And then you want to come back and do what now? So I think you're still going with your own plans, Libra. But let me see. Let's clarify what after. Oh, come on. Everywhere I turn, I'm seeing the Star card for you. Hopeful and positive and optimistic. And then the Emperor's under that. And letting go. So clearly there's two people I'm suspecting. One is a fire sign, one is an air sign. You're crossed by the Three of Wands. So you're like, in some instance, you're waiting for them, and the other instance, you're not waiting for them. So you're like, you know what? I'm just going to move on. Even if they come back, let them come back. But I think you're thinking, Libra, that you're not going to let anybody hold you back. So you're going to keep moving forward with your life. And that's kind of what you're doing. And that's just a weekly reading. So obviously, things are going to change as the weeks ahead move forward. Now, romance angels, what am I seeing here? What do you see? I know what I see. What do you see, romance angels? Yeah, I was pretty certain that you're retreating. That, your outcome here with the Fool is you taking a leap of faith and a risk onto yourself. You're retreating. You're like leaving. Bottom of the deck says it's safe for you to love. This could be your future person or anybody that you might be dealing with very, very soon. Let's get our last card here from the Shadow Light Oracle deck. Shadow and Light Oracle, please. Relationship and solitude. Interesting. It's right on the money if you ask me, guys. Relationships and solitude work in symbiosis. Strive to keep a healthy balance at a level that works for you. It might not be the same for everyone. Some people require more alone time and some don't need as much. Have a think. Which type do you think you are? Are you currently achieving your ideal balance? Dissatisfaction with either solitude or partnership might be caused by the lack of the other. Unhappiness in a relationship might result from not enough of solitude or not feeling good in your own solitude. Feeling lonely, on the other hand, can be caused by unsatisfactory relationship. In a romantic relationship, it can be hard to create a balance between these two. There can easily be too much of one of them and not enough of the other. Even if you might have balance in terms of the amount between the two, the quality also counts. Maybe you're getting a lot of alone time, but you don't value as much because you find it hard to enjoy it. If this is the case, take a moment to think about how you embrace your alone time more. Can you do something that's going to fill your heart as much as being together with someone else? Does it? This card encourages you to take a closer look at both your relationships and your solitude. Are you living in a bubble with your significant other, or are you starting to become a unit with no separate lives? Do you feel like your partner is always too far away, never spending enough time with you, going on their own adventures? Or it might be you that is always looking outside the relationship and finding your own happiness without including them? Interesting. Think about this. If there is something you can do to make your relationship more meaningful together, if that's what you need right now, or is something you can do that can make your solitude more rewarding so you have more time to give in the relationship, then so be it. What a beautiful card. Relationships and solitude. All right, guys, that's what I have for you this week. Please leave me your comments down below, and I'll see you on Tuesday or every Tuesday thereafter.